Alrighty, welcome everybody. I know I'm an automotive detailer, so you usually see me out in the shop by a car. Today's video is going to be a little different, but it's still relevant to the automotive industry, and it's relevant around your house as well too. Today's question was actually brought to me by my mother, and it pertained to Optimum metal polish. And my mother's question, and I'm sure other people have had the same question, it pertained to the types of metal that Optimum metal polish can clean and is good for. My mother has a raw copper tea kettle that needs polishing because it is a raw metal and there's nothing to protect the metal from oxidizing and needing to be polished again. And she also had brought up stainless steel appliances and having them cleaned up as well too. So that's why we're here. So as you can see here, I have my stainless steel dishwasher, I have my Optimum metal polish, and I have a spray bottle, generic brand spray bottle. Actually, I believe this is Target brand. Pretty sure it is. Oh well. This is a 32-ounce bottle, and in it is Optimum No Rinse, which is this. Now, again, I use this to wash vehicles, but I also use it for everything else in my life. I've used it to clean the bathroom, glass, countertops, the tub, the toilet, wood floors, wood table. I've used it on stainless steel appliances. I've used it on a granite countertop, as well as the cars. I've used it on leather, cloth, plastic, glass, and painted surfaces and metal surfaces as well too. So it's a very versatile product. Now, if you're going to do an at-home dilution for a spray bottle, or even for a spray bottle for in your own for cleaning like seats in your car or whatnot, for anywhere between a 24 to 32 ounce spray bottle like this, I recommend 1.5 ounces of Optimum No Rinse, which will be the cap is a 1/2 ounce, so 3 caps into a spray bottle, and the rest with water. That's what I recommend. It works very, very good for everything I've used over the time I've had it, and it's what we're going to use today. So for today's project, we're going to use Optimum No Rinse, Optimum metal polish. I have 2 microfiber cloths. You can use paper towels. You can use anything else that you have lying around. For best results, I do recommend a microfiber towel. So I have it taped off here, and this is purely to show before and after. It might be a little harder to see. Metal is metal. You know, sometimes it's hard to see a difference here. We're going to be cleaning up this side. They're both equally as dirty, so it's kind of 50-50 here. So here's what I recommend. Take your O&R spray bottle, and we're not going to touch this side. I'm not doing anything over here. And just give it a quick spray. It doesn't have to be soaking wet, doesn't have to be dry. Let it sit for anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds. Let the stuff get in there. The nice thing about O&R is it will encapsulate the dirt, so it surrounds the dirt, it helps lift it from the surface, which makes it easier to clean. And then we're just going to wipe it clean. This is really just to ensure that all the big stuff is off. This is nothing like a car, which will the car will obviously have actual road grime and dirt, but who knows? Dishwashers, microwaves, and stuff like that can also have stuff left on it as well too. Next, we're going to take the Optimum metal polish. It's available in the swag store. Make sure you give it a nice shake. The stuff tends to settle over time, and it has a little spout built in. And what I like to do is I like to wrap 2 fingers in the microfiber towel. It gives me good enough surface that I can control. And then you're just going to take it, and it's a liquid, and it comes out kind of quick, so just make sure you get a little bit onto there, just like that. And then we're just going to start polishing. Now, no pressure, like anything from Optimum, as little work as possible. You want to make sure that you're getting complete coverage here, and just no pressure, just wiping it on. I like to do circles. If you want to do it straight lines, that's totally up to you. Get right in there. Now the lip of this is plastic right here where I'm touching. That's plastic, so it's really not going to do anything. Get right up in there. Okay. I believe we have it all covered. The stuff smells pretty good. Pretty much all Optimum products have a pretty good smell to them. I'm a fan. Next up, so you're going to see it kind of dry a little bit. Depending on your surface, it may be very noticeable, it may not be. And the last thing you're going to do is really just buff it clean. Buff it clean. You'll see, you will see it change a little bit. This should be nice and shiny. Get in the cracks. And the process is going to be the same no matter what surface, what kind of metal you're using it on. You may have to use more pressure, you may have to use less pressure. I use this typically a lot on automotive exhaust tips where unburnt fuel and carbon build up a lot. And the nice thing about this is it helps lift a lot nicer. I don't have to use as much pressure. Pressure causes friction, causes scratching. Don't want that. So we are going to pull this off now. Whoops. And we'll see how it looks. And we're going to take the... Now, the other nice benefit to this as well, too, is it does leave a little bit of protection behind. So it will be easier to clean the next time. That's where a lot of other polishes typically fail. They are more like just a cleaner and not so much of a protectant as they are a cleaner. But this stuff is great. I can actually see a big difference here. One thing I will say is if you want to top it with Optimum's Opti-Seal, it's a polymer sealant. It will help a lot with protection in the future. Now again, I haven't done anything to the other side here, so this side's dirty. And I can see a noticeable difference here. Of course, I'm closer, your angle might be a little different, but for cleaning in the future, I mean, you can see how it beads up a lot better on this side than over here, which is, I mean, water resistance is not really a thing I look for in my dishwasher, but I do, however, look for ways to keep it cleaner longer. And I can still see the noticeable line from where I did all that, which is really, really nice. So it's that simple. It's really that easy. As far as raw metal goes, it will be fine on raw metals as well. You can use that on raw metals, finished metals, and now stainless. So this was my mother's question, was about the stainless steel. So I'm answering that by doing this video for everybody. And my dishwasher was in need of a nice cleaning anyway. So, but yeah, it's great stuff. I love it. I've gotten excellent reviews back from people who have bought it from me, who have used it mostly on automotive applications. Maybe I'm the only one crazy enough to use it on home applications as well too. But I do like it, and it will make your stuff look almost new again. I know a lot of people, in order for cleaning metals, have talked about using 4-aught steel wool. The only problem I have with that, and I have used it and do continue to use it depending on the level of contamination, is you have more of an option to create scratching. So while it does work, you might have to add a little bit more. You might run out here. I'm using a big surface here. And while it does work, it does require a little bit more pressure, which can cause scratching. And yeah, I have found on very, very soiled exhaust tips, using steel wool, the 4-aught gauge steel wool, which is the finest. It's 4 zeros for anyone who has ever not looked at steel wool before. That's how they're rated. It's the coarseness. And hold on a second, there we go. That's how they're rated. And if you use this metal polish with the seal wool. It'll just make your job a lot easier. I do tend to do this on exhaust tips that are very heavily soiled. A lot of modern cars today with direct injection end up dumping a lot of unburnt fuel into the exhaust system, which then ends up on your tailpipes, which is why a lot of chrome tailpipes today end up looking black. And kind of ruins the look of the back of your car. And the longer it's on there, the harder it will be to clean off the next time. But with this stuff, it makes it a lot easier to clean. And there we go. Sometimes I like to give it another spray with O&R just to make sure I got everything. You don't have to. It really depends on what you're doing. My only thing with stainless steel is it's got some grooves in it, and it may be harder to get it all out just by buffing with a microfiber towel. But there we go. Our dishwasher looks like new. And I mentioned sealing it with Opti-Seal. If you'd like to do this, flip it over. For this surface here, I'm only going to need one spray. Two. Two sprays. And it is a clear. It's very hard to mess up with Opti-Seal. You can use this on literally everything that you could, everything that you can and will want to wash, you can use Opti-Seal on. You can use it on glass, metal, and I wish you could feel it. This feels better than new. There we go. Looks brand new again. Simple as that. So that is how you use Optimum Metal Polish and Optimum No Rinse and Opti-Seal in your home. So it's not just for automotive, even though that's the biggest way to use it. You can use it around the house, and I strongly recommend it. This stuff, it has been a godsend to me in the automotive world, but around the house, it does a very good job. Again, this now looks like a brand new dishwasher, and I guess I have a lot more around the while I'm up here. I have a lot more to clean. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me in the comments below. Please give a share. Go over to thebeardeddetailer.com and visit the swag store if you are interested in using this polish and order a bottle. It's available there. And be sure to share the video. Let other people know this is how you found out to use this stuff around the house. That's all I got. Until next time, I'm Christoph, and I'll see you later.